Hey everyone, Mop Brothers here, and today I'm going to be doing my first Let's Play video with commentary. It is Megaman, and Megaman is one of my favorite video games ever made, simply because, well, Megaman's awesome. And yeah, I'm going to be doing all the Megaman games hopefully, and playing them all from front to back, doing all the Robot Masters, getting all the secrets, and finishing them up. Anyway, this is Mega Man 1, and the first stage I'm going to tackle is Fireman. Fireman, to me, when I was a little kid, I loved Fireman. He was the first robot I always played. And I'm doing him first in this LP because his weapon really kicks ass. And I really want to use it to make this run a lot more smooth. But I'm not going to really go into depth about what Mega Man is. I think a lot of people who are watching this LP already know who he is and what he does. Basically, he's a little blue robot that goes around blasting the shit out of things and destroying robots for the good of mankind. But anyway, this is Fireman's stage, and there's tons of fire everywhere, and you want to dodge it. You don't want to touch it because it will hurt you, like it would, like anything would. And yeah. Mega Man 1 is a pretty hard game. It's a pretty hard Mega Man. A lot of people think it's really, like, the hardest Mega Man game ever. I don't think it's the hardest one, but it's fairly difficult because you don't have any energy tanks in this game like you do in the other Mega Man games, and there's just a lot of other hard parts about it. If you hit spikes in Mega Man games or a lot of other things that can kill you instantly, you die instantly if you touch them. In most Mega Man games, if you get hit by an enemy and then you touch spikes and you fall in, you don't die. Like, you have a brief invincibility period. But in Mega Man 1, you die instantly if you touch spikes or any other thing. So that's another factor that makes this game harder than most other Mega Man games. But anyway, we're at the boss, or very close to the boss, Fireman. And every Robot Master in all Mega Man games has a boss gate that you have right before you face him, and if you die at him, you will start back there again. But anyway, this is Fireman. He shoots out tons and tons of fire at you, and he doesn't really have much strategy to him. It's usually just a war of attrition with him. You just keep blasting him, and he blasts you, and whoever kills the other one first is the winner. I died at him because I had low health, but I will fight him again now that I have full health and probably beat him. Another odd thing about this fight is that when Mega Man gets hit, he tends to turn around. I don't know why he does, but he turns around when he fights Fireman, and I don't know. But Fireman's dead, and we got his weapon now, so we can use Firestorm. And Firestorm is a really useful weapon, because not only does it shoot a ball of fire, but it creates a shield, and that really helps. But the next robot we're going to be fighting is Bombman. And many people start with Bombman first because his stage is easy, but I didn't. I always wonder what those things were in the background of this stage. Those big fat balls with the pipes on them. Are they like water towers, or are they electrical towers, or what the hell are they supposed to be? I never understood what they were. These are bombs that shoot out of the ground, and just dodge them and move on. Not really challenging. Most of the enemies in this game aren't really a problem. They're not too tough. You can kill them all with one shot of like any powerful weapon. So climb the ladder and keep going. This is Sniper Joe. He's in many of the other Mega Man games. In fact, I think he's in all of them. And he's very different in each one of them. Like, he has a different theme to him. Sometimes he's like a skeleton, sometimes he's like a knight. I don't know. He's just different in every one of them. And there's also these enemies right here that are in every Mega Man game too. These ground kind of enemies that run back and forth on the ground. They're different too. And they're kind of annoying in many of the games because only a certain weapon kills them, and you have to figure out what weapon that is. And yeah. Again, if I fall on the spikes by getting hit, I automatically die. I have no invincibility period over those spikes, so that can be tricky in this game. Mega Man 1's levels are kind of cut and paste, a lot of them, compared to the other Mega Man games. Like, if you play all the games, you'll notice it. Like, if you just play this one, you won't notice it, but it does stand out when you compare it to all the other Mega Man games. But anyway, here's Bombman. And, Bombman's pretty easy. The Firestorm weapon that I have hurts him, but even the Mega Buster will damage him pretty well. You just keep shooting him. He's got a pretty simple pattern. He just jumps over you and jumps around, and he's really easy. And after we beat him, we get his weapon, which is the Hyper Bomb. And it's not the best weapon in the world. Like, you shoot a bomb out, and it takes a while for it to explode. And it's not very useful. But anyway, now we're going to be fighting Gutsman. And Gutsman is a very classical Mega Man robot. Like, his helmet's a Metul, just like these little guys that I'm shooting right here. And Metuls are, throughout the entire Mega Man series, there's Metul enemies. They're basically kind of clams that hide in a shell, and you have to shoot them when their shell lifts up. And some games they're easy, but some games are kind of a pain in the ass to kill. I'm not a real fan of them for the most part, but they're a huge staple in the Mega Man series. But I like the Goombas of the Mario series. And this part is kind of tricky, because you have to jump when the little beam goes back and forth, and when it goes over a ripped wire, it'll tilt down. But yeah, just keep practicing and you should get it. These Metul miners die with one shot of the Firestorm, so yeah, that's always helpful. A lot of Mega Man games are memorization, like where spikes are going to be and where you want to fall when you jump down a pit. So I've played Mega Man so many times that I've memorized these whole levels, and it's not a problem for me, but a lot of people might have trouble with it, you know, the first time you play it. And those big phone enemies, or wherever the hell they are, I don't know what they're supposed to be. They're like at the end of every level, and they can really hurt you if they touch you. They take like a third of your life off. Getting past them is kind of a pain in the ass. But here's Gutsman. And Gutsman, again, he's weak to this Hyper Bomb that we got. But you have to throw it at him, and it takes a while for it to explode. And he jumps around, and he'll shake the ground and make you kind of stun you and throw blocks at you. And you gotta time your bombs well with him to hit him. But if you have full life, you know, it shouldn't give you too much trouble beating him. He's pretty simple for the most part. You can fight him with your Mega Buster, but you know, if you have the Hyper Bomb, just use it, pull it out, and blow the shit out of him with it. And yeah, that's the end of part 1. I'll continue this commentary in part 2.